We are planted firmly in the middle of winter here in the Midwest, and that means a few different things for me. First, if I'm in the house, I will most assuredly have sweats and house shoes on. Second, I will have a blanket close by. And third, there will be a soup either made and in the refrigerator or on the menu sometime very soon. And tonight is no different. I am planning to make a white chicken chili, and it is by far my favorite white chicken chili I've ever had. It is so flavorful. I've had so many others and they're all good, but this is hands down the best I've ever had. Hi, my name is Laura, and I invite you to make yourself at home while I make white chicken chili. The first thing I'm going to do is dice one medium onion to go in our pot. We're going to get some oil heating up, and we're going to saute that to get it nice and softened. I got this recipe from a friend about 10 years ago, and I have made it probably every winter since then. We love this so much. It is truly a white chili in every sense of the word. And you see, you start with onions. We're going to add chicken and broth. And you don't have any other color, so you don't get that wow factor in the look. But it more than makes up for it in the taste. The taste is just so bold and so flavorful that it is so worth it. And as you see, it's at this point that I realize I got far too small a cutting board. I should have got the next size up, but it is what it is. And thankfully my counters were clean, and I just kind of roll with it at this point and finish up my onion. If I didn't already have my chicken cooked, to add to this, I would add my uncooked and cubed chicken right now. I'd add about a pound of cubed raw chicken and cook it together with the onions. I'm going to add about 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder. We're just going to cook this down until the onions get nice and translucent. I'm going to add just a touch of salt and pepper right now. We're going to add a little more later, but I like to add it to every layer. You could always add fresh garlic. You could mince your own garlic. And sometimes I like to do that. Sometimes the powder works just as well. Kind of just depends on your day and your mood. I'm going to give them 2 or 3 more minutes. If you were cooking your chicken, you're going to let it cook until you don't see any more pink. This is going to simmer for just a little bit on the stovetop once we get everything together. But once you don't see any more pink on the exterior of your chicken, you're good to go to add everything else to the pot. So another minute or so, and I think these onions are good. Okay, that's looking really good. We're getting just a little color as these are getting cooked. And I can see my garlic powder is wanting to start to stick. So this is the perfect time to go in with my broth and my beans. And actually we're just going to add virtually everything, but we'll start with our broth and our beans. I've got mine. Mine's still a little bit frozen, but that's okay. It will thaw quite quickly. And we'll add our beans as well. beans are frozen as well. I had all of this in my freezer. I actually just did a freezer stock up video about how to stock your freezer on a budget. And so it was really nice. I just went shopping in my freezer and had almost all the ingredients. In fact, this can of green chilies is the only thing I had to buy for this recipe, which was pretty nice. So I'm going to add that as well. I'm going to turn my heat up just a little bit to let those beans and that broth thaw. And while that's heating up a little more, I'm going to add my seasonings. I'm going in with a teaspoon of cumin. I'm going to go with another teaspoon, or half teaspoon of salt. I might end up putting more salt, but I'll wait till the end. We're going to go a teaspoon of oregano. We're going to go about a quarter teaspoon of pepper. This recipe calls for a quarter teaspoon of cayenne. I have a little one in my house, so I am not going to put that. I am going to put a tiny sprinkle. That's about it. And hopefully that will not be too much for her. Now, I'm going to go in with my chicken. So I had a rotisserie chicken that I pulled off the bone, and this one I just had in nice chunks. I just ran my knife through it and did a rough chop. So that's what we're using tonight. Very handy to have in the freezer. Now, this doesn't make a huge pot. We are going to add a little bit at the end. We're going to go in with some sour cream and heavy cream as well, but it does not make an enormous amount. So for your family, you might need to double it or even triple it, especially if you want to have leftovers. But this should feed us tonight and probably have a bowl or two left tomorrow for some leftovers. We're just going to let this go and heat everything up. It looks like that chicken broth has already thawed out now, and we've just got to get the last of those beans thawed. Everything's looking good. It's up to a nice rolling boil, so I'm going to turn this down and let it simmer for about 30 minutes. At that point, we'll be ready to turn it off and add in our cream and sour cream, but this is all we're going to have to do for now. So while the chili is simmering away on the stovetop, I am actually mixing up some cornbread to go along with it. This is a really yummy cornbread recipe. It's actually my sister's, and I'm going to link her video in the description below, and you can go check out her channel and her video on how to make this cornbread. But I've got my iron skillet heating up in the oven with some bacon grease. And when it gets good and hot, I'm going to add this to it and get it baked, and it should be ready about the time our chili is ready to eat. My iron skillet is heated up and the grease is all nice and hot. You hear that sizzle? So I'm pouring my cornbread batter in, and we'll put it in the oven for, I'm going to start with 30 minutes and check it. The recipe calls for 35 to 40 minutes, so we'll just check it a little early and see what we look like. Okay, this has been simmering for a good 30 minutes. I actually added a few beans and a little bit of chicken stock to it. I thought for the amount of chicken that it could take that and would give us, it would make it stretch a little further, hopefully give us a little more leftovers. So I'm going to check it now for seasoning and see if we need to add anything else. That's delicious. I think that's perfect. So I'm going to turn the heat off, and we'll come back in just a couple minutes and add our cream and sour cream. Okay, I'm going to stir in about a cup of sour cream, and then about a half a cup of heavy whipping cream. I'm not going to measure. It's not that big a deal. That looks good. We're just gonna gently stir this in to combine everything. This is just gonna give it a nice, rich creaminess. Okay, that looks good. I'm just gonna let it sit here for a little bit while my cornbread finishes up, and then we'll be ready for dinner. This white chicken chili was a huge hit at dinner. It was by far 10 out of 10, and even got rave reviews from my 5-year-old daughter, who, bless her heart, I think she oohed and awed after every bite and even asked for a second bowl, which she rarely asks for seconds of anything. So there you have it. You need to go make this. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'd love to have you subscribe to my channel and check out more videos like this. Thanks so much for watching.